This sort of reminds me of that seeding game against Boston where you sort of bided your time and then you just sort of took off, especially in the third quarter. I think you had like 7 dunks to 15 points there. Was there a point where you just sort of yourself said to yourself, "It's go time"? Sort of what triggered that Bam Adebayo we saw in the third quarter and then in the second half?
Uh, Coach came up to me in the third. He was like, "I need all defensive team down," and from there, I had to start it on defense, and then my offense started flowing with it. So, I give credit to Spell.
And then how much easier does it make it when a guy like Duncan is hitting outside early and really sort of opening the floor also? That sort of yin and yang there. Thank you.
It's just, me and Duncan kind of feed off each other, man. He gets early, he gets going early, and then it opens up lanes for me. And if they crash, easy sprays the dunk because he hot.
Tim Reynolds.
I like that shirt.
This is not a two-game thing. You guys have had an ability to come back all year. Is it kind of figured out if there is something about this group that just leads to the opportunity for this?
We got grit. That's about all I can tell you. We got grit, man. I'm happy to be on this team with these guys because, everybody in here has a different story, but we all come from nothing, and that's what's beautiful about this team, man. You put guys that came from nothing together, and they have a vision, and we just trying to foresee that vision. But yeah, but we don't want to keep doing that. That is not our goal to keep being down 12 or 13 points. Yeah, even worse. Like, we don't want to do that.
Rebecca Harlow.
Yeah, two-part question for you here, but is this what you expected? This team has come out, you guys have gone 10-1. You've been the most successful team in the playoffs here in the bubble so far. And on top of that, describe the confidence that there is on this team when you can come out and have a third quarter the way that you did, and then the way Butler can step up in the way that he did late, or Duncan or Tyler, or who, it goes on and on and on with who can come up with big plays.
That's the thing about this team, man. You never know who's gonna have a good night. Going into that second half, everybody thought I was checked out. Except for the people in our circle and on our staff and on our team. They just keep telling me, like, it's go time. Turn that switch on, and I turned that switch on in the second half.
And then just to follow up on that, with your team being 10-1, is this what you expected?
To win?
Just to be where you are, the success that you've had coming into these playoffs.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We didn't come into this playoffs just to say we got there and then, it's that. We came into these playoffs trying to win a championship. And that's the main goal. Make the main thing the main thing. Everybody wants to win a championship. We keep stacking these wins, and hopefully we get to that. We'll get to that point. But right now, 2-0. We gotta keep stacking these W's.
Anthony Chang.
Hey, Bam, I know you guys have been on Jimmy, especially you, to be more aggressive offensively at some points in the season, but tonight he made an impact without scoring much. What is it about him where he doesn't need to shoot the ball, he doesn't need to score the ball, and he could still have an impact down the stretch like he did tonight?
We all trust each other. I was having a rough first half, and I'm in my head. I'm thinking about other things, and my teammates kept talking to me. So we just gotta have trust in each other, and I feel like Jimmy has trust in us to make plays and do our thing, and he knows when he got to get in that mode, and he did that without scoring tonight, and he knew that. He did it with defense.
Mark Spears.
Mommy calling.
What is your mentality where you're going home, but you're not going home, but you have a nice 2-0 lead?
Man, that 2-0 lead don't mean anything. We got to finish the job. That's bottom line. And we got a good good balance of players. So you got young players who know they're eager to, who are happy to be up 2-0, and then you got the veterans who've been up 2-0 and a team has came back. So we got a good balance of guys and experience to shut that water off and just focus on every game.
How about the
Will
environment?
Manso?
Hold on.
Bam, you kind of touched.
Hold
Hey, Bam.
on real fast. Say it again.
The environment in which you're not going to get the advantage of going home and trying to do this. You're just trying to do it this period.
At this point, that's when competitive nature comes out. You don't got the crowd, you don't got a lot of family, and you got your team. So your team brings that energy, you bring that energy, and that's how we're chipping these wins, man. I feel like I've said it from the beginning. I feel like the Miami Heat are built for the bubble.
Will Manso?
There you go.
Hey,
What up, Will?
man, there were a couple. How are you, man? There was a couple moments where it seemed like you either got tripped or kicked or pushed while you were trying to get away from a defender. Did you sense that? Are things getting a little extra chippy there? Was that just the spirit of competition, or did you notice some moments where things were a little chippy, I guess?
That's just competition. At the end of the day, nobody's going. Well, I feel like nobody should be able to, push you over or do something and get away with it. But, that's just bringing the competition out of everybody. It might get a little chippy in the game. You feed off of that type of energy.
Cooper Moorhead?
Zone is nothing new for this group, but obviously worked incredibly well tonight, especially in the third quarter. How is it affecting Boston, and what is it about the zone that's working so well in this series so far?
I feel like the zone is just giving us active hands. Everybody's on a string, and that's what it thinks. And the thing about zone, you got to communicate, and that's what we love about zone. It makes us communicate, and we was getting our job done.
Wes Lammy?
Bam, just to follow up, you mentioned you don't like being down double figures, but obviously the pick and roll is benefiting you tremendously tonight in that third period. What is it like, obviously, when you're able to chip away in that double figure lead, though, to get you guys back in it?
It's one of those things, man. You have to look at each other and be like, look, we can't go out like this. I refuse to, just let a lead, somebody just take the lead. I'm gonna fight to the end, and we kept fighting, and we crawled back, and then, once we got that next energy and that spark, it just went up from there.
And our last question, Brandy from ETV.
Hey Bam, Duncan had 6 solid 3-pointers tonight, and his journey to the NBA has been unconventional, coming from a D3 school, and he's been able to contribute in big ways, not in this season, not just in the bubble. Did you expect such big things from Robinson when you guys first acquired him?
I did, because I was on Duncan's summer league team when he first got here, and Duncan then isn't the same Duncan now, obviously, but just seeing how hard he worked, I always shared his story. But when he first got here and we would warm up for games, Duncan would be sitting on the sideline with Chris Quinn, and then Chris Quinn would just have a ball, and he'll just get up, run out. He'd be like, all right, shoot threes. And he would miss, he would sit down. So it's kind of like him getting yanked for missing shots. And, constantly doing that, and now you see what type of player he is now. He's not scared of the moment. He makes those type of big shots, and we want him to keep shooting it.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.